So this is the doorway down into the basement. I'll head down and see this part is definitely still more messy. This is just the subfloor. They did paint texture and all here and put a nice railing in, but they didn't give us any carpeting when they built our house, which was odd and unexpected. Anyway, so this is the wall at the bottom, standard light bulb. Obviously all that will change. To the left is Rita's apartment. To the right is storage. So this is like a little storage area. This is underneath our entryway. And so we normally have a couple of racks in there full of like Christmas decorations and stuff. So most of that storage is going to be Rita's storage now. And most of Dagan's and my storage will be out in the garage. We do have this little shelf here, which will remain for now. This is where the litter box used to be. I just sprayed it, so that's why it looks wet, because it is. And there's a little light that Dagan uses, but I'll have to take that off the wall. This is underneath the stairs. So this will be, right back here will be where the little cat passageway through these boards here, going towards here. The dryer will be here, the washer over there. I'll show you from the other side. But Blink's litter box will actually stay in this area. And we'll put a light up here and stuff, so it's actually easier turning around this way. So this will be where the door is into Rita's apartment. And obviously it's all unfinished now. This is concrete wall, insulation, studs, and then this is the vapor barrier, which is just a piece of plastic. It's how you build houses up in the north. So there'll be a pocket door that goes across here. So it'll open that way. And then you'll walk in. There is a window here and a window there that opens up into the stairwells. And this is the complete place. So this is the stairs again here. So I'll pan all the way around. And then this comes all the way over to the storage area again. Okay? So I'm going to block it so you don't get dizzy while I spin around. Okay. So this is the concrete floor that's going to be, what do they call it? Kind of like sanded, I guess. It's not grinding, but there's a different word that they use. And then it'll be these expansion cracks will be sealed up with a form of epoxy, I think. And then they stain it, and then they seal it and polish it. So it'll be somewhat shiny and a nice color. This box here we will move. It is full of glass. It's hard to explain, but it's stuff that we want to put up as artwork later, and it's really, really heavy. So we got it on a little rolly cart, and we will move it around as they do their work. Coming around over here, this is the kitchen wall. So the kitchen will go there. We're going to we're going to build a false wall to hold a pocket door for the front door and a pocket door for this door right here that goes into the mechanical room, which will be Rita's laundry room. So there'll be another pocket door that goes this way, okay? And then here will be a freezer unit. There'll be a countertop, sink, countertop, and above, I'm trying to remember, I think she chose the left, but left or right of the countertop will be a microwave. And of course, the smoke detector, the light switch, that'll all be moved. But yeah, so that'll be where all the kitchen stuff is. If I come around, I'll back up so you can see more of the whole wall. And yeah, that's, we had a pukey cat a long time ago. You may remember him, Sammy. He puked fairly often. And because we were using this as a storage space, there ended up being little puke spots hidden underneath and around things that we couldn't see. So we found them when we moved everything out of here, and so I was just kind of cleaning them up there. So that'll be dry. Anyway, so this is the whole wall. This is the kitchen wall over here, and this is the wall over here where her TV will be. Yes, that insulation fell down. We will fix that when we get to the construction phase. So that is where it should be. This is her window with the window well. I'll get a close-up view of that as well, but I believe she's planning to have some shelving and such here, and then shelving underneath, and some more shelving to the left of the window here. So this wall will be filled with storage and shelving and such. Her chairs will go kind of in the middle here. She'll have a table behind that, between that and the kitchen, and then her TV will go along this wall here. So I'll turn now to show you that. So that's her TV wall. Not quite where this expansion line is, but kind of over here will be the wall between her living room and the studio. So kind of right about here-ish or so. Anyway, so there'll be a wall coming up like that. It'll go all the way. I'm standing in the mechanical room right now. So it'll come off of the mechanical room here and go all the way across, basically, with doors in it. Okay, so that'll give her a good size living room here. She'll have her wardrobes over here, I believe. And then I'll come around again. And then her kitchen will be here with her fridge next to the entryway to the mechanical room. So continue to come around. This is the studio here, which will be in this area. This expansion crack is also not quite right. The wall between the bathroom and the studio will go, I don't know, probably close to, well, not very far, much farther than that little square. So it'll come like there. Anyway, so in here we're going to put a closet across this whole back wall, and for storage, not really for clothing or anything, but so she can hide some of her craft supplies and other things that she doesn't want out all the time behind the closet doors. She's going to put, I believe, her art table underneath the window again, and then there probably won't be much room for shelving over on the right side, but a lamp probably, shelving around this section here. And then if I pretend like there are walls over here, there'll be a wall coming across here, right? And she'll have some more shelving and such, which she can put her satchels in and all that on there. And then there'll be a door, a pocket door here going out into the living room and into the studio. There'll be a pocket door here to go into the bathroom, and a pocket door in between the studio and the bathroom here. So there'll be 3 pocket doors in that area. I'm going to turn back around here, and this is the bathroom area. Ignore the box. But so from that opening there, living room for trim, that's where the wall will come out, and then the bathroom wall will go this way. Back in the corner here from, let me turn this way a little bit so it makes a little bit more, not at so much of an angle. Left to right, that'll be a shower, faucet and stuff over here, because that's where they have it ready for the drain. That is for the toilet, and then the sink vanity and sink will go along here. And like I said, I'll back up again. So I'm in her living room now. This is where the fridge would be, and then not quite, but around that kind of X marks the spot in the expansion lines. There'll be a pocket door right here from the living room to the studio. There'll be a pocket door here from the living room to the bathroom. Sorry, it's focusing on my finger. And then over here, a pocket door going from the studio to the bathroom. So there'll be kind of 3 pocket doors right there, so she can get to all the different rooms from the other different rooms, basically. So behind here, that is our mechanical room. It houses our furnace, our water heater, our water softener, and our sump pump. And some of you may not know, and our electric panel. A sump pump for when you live where we live, and you have a basement like this. The water table is, I don't know, it's high, I guess, so we have to pump water out of the cavity underneath the concrete. So underneath the concrete is a bunch of gravel, and then so water drains around our house, like around the walls on the outside, underneath, hits the gravel underneath, and slopes all the way over to our sump pump, which is back in the corner, and then we pump that water out so we don't get water in our basement. That's just the way it works around here. If you don't do that, you wouldn't be able to have a basement because it would get water in it. All right, so there will be the pocket door into the mechanical room, sliding. I have another pocket door here, so slide into that false wall that we're building again. This is the kitchen. This is the bathroom. In between goes in the mechanical. Over here on the left, we just did this. I think she had some before and after pictures, but that's the header that we put in. We opened up this wall, so there'll be a washer on the left, dryer on the right, and then I'll show you close up over here, but right over here is where the little cat passageway will be, which I will explain and will make more sense as we get to it. So this is what she'll see when she walks into her well, not exactly obvious, it'll be nicer, but into her laundry room / the mechanical room. We will put shelves on this back wall here so she can store laundry supplies, and all of our Wi-Fi internet stuff is up here, and that shelf will be moved. It'll be on one of the top shelves in the back here, and all the cable network stuff will be tidied up so it's not a complete mess. That is our furnace blowing. It's actually blowing right now, which makes it a little bit loud, but the water heater is this. This is our furnace. I didn't point. That is the humidifier that we just put in. So we have humidity in our house, which is really nice. That is the sump pump. So it pumps water. In the summer, it pumps it outside and then to the curb. So it goes down like the storm drains. And in the winter, because obviously it'll be freezing or frozen, we divert it and it pumps over here into our sewer. And we pay a fee to be able to do that, but there's really no other choice. So these are shelves that are, those shelves are stacked up. They were down here. They're stacked up for the concrete people because they need everything to be a certain height off the floor. So they will be put back in, and there'll be more storage for Rita, probably stuff that she wants to access more often can go in here. And then this is our sewer line. So, and then there is a floor drain in here for all the mechanical stuff. This is our water softener, and yes, I need to add salt. It's flashing at me, but I will be doing that today. So that keeps, we have hard water here, and so that adds salt to the water to soften the water so that you don't get all the calcium and mineral buildup in all your faucets and have them not work overtime and have to replace them. So that's a normal thing around here as well if your city doesn't soften the water for you, which ours does not. This is our electric panel, and all the electrics going everywhere. That's the field ground. If I turn around here, that's our water heater and our main water line as it comes into our house and gets everywhere and goes into our water heater, and so that heats our water for our house. And yeah, and so this is another angle looking under these stairs. Washer here, dryer kind of over here behind the furnace. So I'll see if I can get a better view here. Again, this is where the litter box was, and so I just sprayed that and cleaned it up. There will be a wall goes across here, and that's what all the plumbing will go through for the kitchen, which is this is the back of the kitchen wall, and then the washer here, the dryer here, so all the plumbing will go along there. Now, I was saying there'll be shelves here, but this little gap here is where the little cat door will be, and there'll be a wall that goes, a little passageway basically that goes through here, through the wall, over to about here, and the cats can go back and forth between Rita's apartment and the rest of the house through this passageway if they get along, which we're hoping that they do. All right, and then I think Rita's litter box is going to be somewhere in this part of the mechanical room, but I don't know if that is completely known yet. So this is looking out of the mechanical room door. This door will move slightly, but it won't really be noticeable once construction done. So living room, studio, TV wall, and I'll show you the windows. Oh, and I'll show you real quick ducting and stuff that goes upstairs, and electrical and all that runs through. These are our floor joists for our main floor. So that is the subfloor of our main floor upstairs, and this is the joist that hold it up, and then the sheetrock gets put on there. We are going to put some insulation up there so to make it less noisy. So this is the studio window. There we go. My camera just looks really blue right now, but it doesn't in real life. So that is, yes, I started staining there. I'm not done there. I'm going to do that this spring. Anyway, it will look like nicer with stain on it than with the bare wood that it's been for the 10 years that we've lived here. But when you come closer, you can see out. So that is our neighbor's house, and that is blue sky. Nice blue sky today. So that is the one window well. Obviously, when she's living here, we will shovel out the snow, but there's no reason now because there's nobody down here. Slowly turn around and go over to the other one. This is the one on her living room. Oh, I forgot to say, the one that I just showed you faces north. This one faces south. So this gets sunlight through this window all day. So again, looks very blue on here. It does not in real life, but anyway, the sun is coming in. It's actually very warm today. It's like above 30, so everything's melting and dripping, which is pretty cool. Very unusual for January. Yes, one of the windows opens. That was a thing with our builder that we didn't know about. Both windows don't open. They're, I guess, kind of cheap windows. So only one side opens, both of them. All of our windows in our house are like that. But there'll be blinds and curtains so she can sleep and everything. But if I come closer, you can see, well, obviously the sun's over there with a little bit of clouds, but blue skies. And with the snow here, I can't see the neighbor's house. I think in the summer, when that big pile of snow is there, that snowdrift, I think you can see the neighbor's house a little bit, like kind of their roof line and such. But we do have neighbor houses on this side, one here and one over here. But that is kind of her view outside. We are going to put some planters in here to grow some plants and some flowers for her. And we can actually just plant in this ledge here. If we don't want to do pots, we can actually just plant some plants right in there. There's dirt underneath there and some gravel. So there we go. That's her window. And then come back around. That's the front door where there'll be a pocket door here to enter into her place. And there is the storage again on the other side of the stairs. So I will do a slow spin just as a last thing here, and that's the full tour. And there you go. If you have any questions, let us know. Bye.